Whoever's ready, we're good.
Yep, still can just talk about limiting it to just two offensive rebounds, but how they're quality
Dang, really?
rebounders. Yep. Talk
Um,
about that, the backside rebounding, send them off, and just how that went.
yeah, I mean, I think that our like points of emphasis are rebounding, making sure that we control the boards. I didn't know that they only had two offensive rebounding or two offensive boards tonight. So, big credit to everyone on the court for getting the job done because that's really tough on a team that crashes very hard. But we're happy, we want to keep building, keep focusing on ourselves, and that's what we've been doing since we got back from the long road trip, and now we'll do it once we go back on the road tomorrow.
Breanna, first of all, love the Ruby back to school video. That was great.
Yes, me too. I love her being back to school.
But start, I'm sorry. The starting five together for the first time in quite a while.
Yeah.
Really good defensive start. What was the key to that, to rediscovering that defensive cohesion so quickly?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's we lost it. I think we were just kind of waiting to have it back. So to be able to have our starting group back, it almost felt like a sense of calm, a sense of comfort a little bit, and just knowing that we're playing on a string. And also we have the mindset going into today that it's like, obviously we want to get the win. This is DC's last game. They're going to come out, try to finish with a W, but trying things, practicing things for the playoffs, seeing what works, what doesn't, and just building that confidence going forward.
How important was it just, I mean, like, you have Emma Meeseman coming off the
Yep.
bench. She's such a good player, which
Yep.
is kind of insane. But in the third quarter, we saw, like, how she can be a momentum shifter, her and KB,
Yeah.
after, like, midway
Yep.
third quarter. I guess the lift that they provided.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think once, whenever DC called that timeout, we really went in it, and I went to both of them, and I was like, that was you guys. You guys changed the momentum for us, and that was huge. But just when they're both confident and aggressive, I think that Emma's really finding her spots and figuring out where she excels best on this team, and KB is taking what the defense gives her, whether it's an open three or ripping and getting to the basket.
Stewie, you talked about how this game was about discovering what you liked and what you sort of don't like
Yeah.
getting into the playoffs. Can you just take us through what those things are? Like what worked and what didn't?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're just trying some different things offensively, putting people in different spots, seeing how that goes. Knowing that, like, the controlling the boards and the no live ball turnovers, like, that's a non-negotiable. That needs to happen throughout. We need to be better with the turnovers, especially live ball. And then I think also defensively, just seeing what schemes work. Are we going to be aggressive in ball screens? Are we going to switch? Like, who's best at what? And game planning that going forward.
The offense started a little bit stagnant, and you guys were on the perimeter a bunch, but
Yeah.
then Sabrina really started to find those
Yeah,
cutters.
yeah.
What dynamic effort does she bring, and how does that just open up the
Yeah.
rest of the movement?
Yeah, I mean, it was great to have Sat back. Obviously, always tough when a player like her is out. But I think what she brought us is just really people having to respect her everywhere she is, and a different scheme of fighting over a ball screen rather than under. But the way that she was hitting the pocket, she hit me on a few great dimes that I missed some bunnies. But just that kind of chemistry and awareness for the back cut, like, that's what we're going to be building going forward, and haven't had that in a little while.
Yara had that big cheer from the
Yeah.
crowd when her turn, and y'all wanted her to get that bucket.
Yeah.
You talk about just that whole reaction there.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Nee's a huge part of this team, and what is, like, the most exciting part is, she's someone who's gone through injuries a lot. She knows what it is, but she continues to show up, and she continues to do whatever she can to get back on the court for the team. So even though tonight her minutes were limited, like, it was still just a big hurdle for her, but for all of us to be able to be there cheering her on because she's worked so hard to get back.
How would you assess the team's defensive efforts as you look to finish the season out strong? And what are the keys to getting back to that defensive identity that you
Yeah, I mean, I think that honestly, it's been building. Even the losses on the road, like, we felt like second half of Valkyries, really Seattle, we were up and in, and playing on a string. Knowing that sometimes defensively, when you're weak side, you're putting yourself out of position, but you're there to have your teammates back, and then you have to trust someone else is going to have yours. So I'm excited for where we're going. It feels like it's really coming together, and especially playing at home and being able to be aggressive defensively, it really gets the fans into it.
You talk about things coming together, but with, now that everyone's finally healthy, do you think having only one more regular season game left is enough for you guys to just reestablish everything that you need?
Yeah, I mean, listen, we're not trying to do anything crazy. The chemistry's there. It's just like getting the reps, and we'll have it between practice and games and stuff like that. And it's just knowing that whether we make mistakes or not, we're gonna be on the same page and be able to cover up one another's mistakes on the court. So I'm excited. I'm excited for the road trip. I'm excited for more opportunities just to have our group and really play and listen. Go on the road for game 1 of the playoffs and do what we do.
Breanna,
Bigger picture question, just where have you felt Natasha Cloud's impact the most throughout the season, and what do you most need out of her during the playoffs? As someone who's new to your group, but obviously the championship experience.
Yeah. I mean, I think really her energy and her effort, and I think that, she's one of us that took it personally that our defense wasn't where it needed to be, and she's going to be someone that's really disruptive and up and in the other team's best guard and making it a tough night for them. So to have her kind of leading that and just bringing us energy on both ends, it is a domino effect for everyone else.
Breanna, when it comes to
you dropped a subtle post right before the game. I know the fans should be expecting something at 10 a.m. tomorrow.
Yep.
Could you just talk about that release real quick and just talk about your appreciation for the fans on fan appreciation?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, starting with the fans, it's incredible. I feel like tonight was one of the loudest nights we've had. I feel like I also say that every single night because it's hard to really tell which one is the loudest. But, it was important for them, this win. And they've been riding with us through the good and the bad of the season, and we're really excited for what we're going to come and know that they're going to be right alongside with us. And as far as my drop, hats are restocking, so hopefully they get it. And then there's a T-shirt dropping too.
Breanna, when it,
Sandy was asked about the three-big jumbo lineup. We didn't get to see it tonight.
Yep.
I guess I'm just curious, how much are you looking forward to it, and what do you think is going to have to happen in order for that lineup to move?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm definitely looking forward to it, just trying some new things and seeing what's going to work, and is it going to be game 1 of the playoffs or game 2 or that type of situation. But just knowing that we'll be able to really have a very big lineup at some point, but making sure that we give each other space while we do that.
Dr. Bree.
Stevie, how much did it help you guys have some experience? You got to win at least one game on the road each series to win another title.
Yeah.
Have this group that's been through this, battle tested. How much that helped you guys?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think that our what we had to go through last year and really just in years past, the experience of winning on the road is something that we can all take with us going forward. Like, we know it's going to be loud. We know nobody's going to be cheering for us, and embracing that. I think this team, as of late, we're just embracing where we are and not where we wanted to be or where we were. We're just focused on being here right now, and that's a 5th seed. And so that means we have to go into someone else's house and get a win.
Thanks, Stewie.
Thank you.